I'm 45 years old, so, you know, I've had a lot of drinking behind me since the age of 10, so 35 years. There were times when we were alone in the house. Uh, I had 4 siblings, 3 siblings actually. I was the oldest at the time. I had an older one. Uh, he passed away when I was 8 years old. He committed suicide. He was 13 years old. And he was drunk. He was drinking. So my parents made homebrew every once in a while, and it was basically potatoes, raisins, sugar, yeast, and water. And they would make it in a 5-gallon bucket. And one day I saw my father pouring it into a cup, and I went over to my father's cup and I just tasted it, and it tasted kind of nice. I remember at the age of 5, my mother and father had gone out to drink, and we was in the village. They told me that they wanted me to stay home and watch my 2 sisters and brother. And I set fire to the trailer because I was angry. Our uncle pulled us out, and it was a trailer fire. And to this day, I just don't know how we survived. I just remember being angry, not understanding why I couldn't go outside. And I took the candle, put it to the sheet, and just watched this fire bloom. By the time I was 13, I was out looking for alcohol. I would drink until it was gone, until I couldn't walk, or until I was just too sick to drink anymore. I mean, I would just be puking all over the place. In '92, I was serving a sentence for driving a stolen vehicle, and I escaped from prison, escaped from Highland Mountain. I met up with a cousin, and we went to Fairbanks and did some armed robberies. You know, the worst thing is sticking a gun in someone's face and demanding money.
How would you describe that person?
Pain, just a lot of pain. Wanting to be accepted, wanting to be forgiven, ashamed, hurt, abandoned. I wanted to be someone else. I didn't want to be who I was. I didn't want to be an alcoholic. I went through a 17-month program while I was inside, and it was an intensive therapeutic program. First month, I said, well, I've been clean a month. I've been clean 2 months. For some reason, when I hit that 3rd month, I thought, you know, I can go a year doing this. So 1 year became 2 years. Eventually 5 years. Now here I am 16 years later. It takes practice to become clean and sober, to become a free person, to be the kind of neighbor that you want to be the neighbor that you want living next to you. It's not easy to walk past a bar and not want to go in and have a drink. My motivation is staying out and having that quality time with my family. You know, when my mom flies into Anchorage, I want to be there and hang out with her and talk to her. eat the meals that she cooks, all the meals that I missed when I was locked up. And looking at my daughter, I have 2 grandchildren. I don't want to be the guy that everybody points at and says, he's just a drunk. You know, I'm not that guy anymore. I have a lot of regrets. And I've actually had to come to terms with the fact that I've lost all of that time and I'm never ever going to get it back. So I have to make do with what's best for me right now, and hopefully help someone else out. I've got a lot of apologizing to do. Yeah. So, you know, I'm just trying to set an example for people. People that I love, people that I grew up with, my daughter or my grandkids. I want to be able to be there for them. And I think that at this point in my life, I'm just starting to get to that. So I'm doing the best that I can.